Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the Two Broken Escalators podcast, the most interactive podcast on Twitch. I am one of your two hosts. My name is Noble. It always has been. Excuse me. It always will be. Today, I am joined by the most honorable, the most presentable man that I know. He wears a chain on his neck. He wears glasses on. I don't know if I can say that on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kyle to the show. Kyle, how you doing today?
Wonderful, thank you. You do give some of the best intros I've ever heard, actually. So I appreciate that.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Whoa, that's too much appreciation. People aren't going to be used to us liking each other. Let's just get this out of the way now. Kyle and I are not friends. Let's get that out of the way.
Awesome, I love you. All right, asshole, you ready? So what's going on? How's your week? How was your? It's been 9 days, right? 9 days since the last pod.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I feel like we should get. Do you want to talk politics? Because I don't. Not even sort of. Not even kind of. Not even a little.
I mean, what's there to talk about?
Fair. I actually had a great tweet, by the way. Great political tweet. Said, I'm not one to talk about politics, but I'm tired of this tyranny. Mustard prices are too high. That's a good tweet.
That honestly, you could start a party based around that, and I'm pretty sure you get some followers.
Around mustard. If Kanye can get 50, you know what we can talk about? Kanye got 50,000 votes. We can talk about that. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to Cody. Fuck the both of you. I was right. You were wrong. I knew that he would get a large amount of votes.
Oh, I knew it too. I would have been with you if I was there for that conversation.
Memeology wins again. Memeology always wins.
Yeah. The amount of times like random stuff like that comes up and people just like thousands and thousands, like unreal.
What happened in the past week or so? I've done a lot of. You want to talk about it first, because I feel you want to talk about what happened to you, because I feel like I might get ranty, and I don't want to. I don't want to step on your toes. You do got big fucking feet, but I don't want to step on your
Don't
toes.
want to get ranty. That's your whole job here.
What is your job? Look pretty. Smile and wave.
Make sure you don't say anything too far in the rant. What was my week? My week was work. I took a day off. I didn't take a day off. We had off for election day, but I took a trip to the great state of Pennsylvania. What did we do? We went hiking. I went for a hike, 5 mile hike. I finished it. I made through it. I know, shocking, right? It was actually a pretty tough trail through Poconos Mountain. We got some nice pictures. It was pretty sights. Then what did we do? We went out to dinner. We went to a nice. Oh, sorry, for lunch we went to this wonderful.
Oh, we almost forgot a meal there. Relax.
Yeah, I can't skip the meal. It was like a Japanese bistro. And we had ramen. It was delicious. And we played, was it Exploding Unstable Unicorns, Exploding Kittens? Exploding Kittens.
I don't know.
They had Exploding Kittens there for you to sit down and play. It was like a really cool place. Then we did the hike, then we went out to dinner. Got a steak, it was delicious. And then we stopped by Walmart just to pick up like a stupid board game to play. And we got this game, it was like what do you know about me, or something like that. It was basically 5 questions, answer yes or no, and you go around, and whoever gets the most right, like, you get a point. Just a fun little drinking party game to play with a bunch of friends. Then the next day, we knew it was gonna rain. It was crappy out all day, but we went to an escape room. It was a really good one.
Just the two of you?
We didn't get out. No, it was 7 of us.
Oh, strangers?
No, friends.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's the first escape room I've done. I've probably done like 6, 7, maybe like 8 that we didn't get out. First one.
Whose fault was it?
It was so hot in there that I couldn't think straight. But it definitely wasn't my fault.
Well, yeah, see, the thing is, like, they need to account for that, because you're a big guy. I don't know how many, like, 6'8", 325-pound people walk into the escape room every day.
I don't think they were prepared.
I don't think they were prepared.
They didn't have an air conditioning in there, and all they had was a fan.
It's selfish, is what it is.
But it was a small fan, and it was part of, like, the game. Like, come on.
if we go, so everything that happens in escape room stays in escape room, right? If we go into escape room and kill one of our friends, that's not like legally binding, is it?
Legally, you get away with it, yeah.
Okay.
Unless one of the other people in the escape room decide to take action. But
That's not cool.
if they do, you kill them too
Fair.
inside the escape room.
Fair.
In a game. In a game.
it's
In a video
it's a game. The reason why I wanted to let you go with your week first, because I was thinking about my week, about the work that I've been doing, because a lot of my stream knows, a lot of my good friends know that I work way too much, and I kind of took time off for the first time. I ended up streaming later that night, but I kind of took time off for the first time on Wednesday, which is why this podcast is coming to you on Friday. It was a weird feeling.
Was it?
It was a weird feeling that because I have maybe taken like 4 days off, but also not really, in the last 7 months since I started full-time streaming. And in addition, I also added Saturday here and there to my stream schedule. And I've recently, with Among Us coming out and just more content to be produced, I've been streaming 6, 7, 8 hours a stream and just turning into a shell of myself. And I want to say that I'm providing something good for the viewers. Like, I hope that they're entertained. I hope that they're watching. I hope that they're paying attention. But I wonder how much it takes out of me when I go for those extra hours, and if it would be better just to run like 2 5-hour streams instead of one like 8-hour stream, because I might be taking more away from myself, which also led me to all the other work things I'm doing and hopefully making good changes. But I'm in a weird position right now where we've talked about this before, but I do so much myself. It's like, it's weird to see all my social platforms growing. It kind of makes me uncomfortable. It's weird to see all my social platforms going, but then all the other work that I need to do on my active platforms. Like, we almost have 200 people in our Discord, which is too much. That's about 200 too much. Because when I think about where we were initially, it was just like me and you, 2 guys.
There was a few of us, and then some people that we had to get rid of pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly. I told you I banned someone the other day, right?
Yeah.
Just being an asshole.
Yeah, we were talking about it, remember? And then she was like, "Why do you ban people?" I was like, "He's banned me 3 times."
You deserved it every time.
I accept it. I accept it.
Aside from political stuff, aside from world news, which I don't really want to get into, actually, this has been a hot topic recently. Do you think Shauawn Mendesz is attractive? Did we talk about this last podcast?
I don't know if it was last podcast, but I think it came up at least in a Discord call or something. And I said yes, and you said no. And I said he makes great music, and you were like, eh. And I was like,
okay. Well, I've never listened to his music. I think that you're more attractive than Shauawn Mendesz. If you pull up a picture of Shauawn Mendesz, there's not enough face for all the head he has.
He has a big head.
His face to head ratio. I think he might just have a small face.
Yeah.
Because, like, from his bottom lip down to his chin is, like, 3 stories. And then he has the largest forehead known to man.
Yeah, his features are definitely disproportional. Proportionate.
That's a good word. I thought I had a big forehead, but looking at your forehead now, you have a huge forehead.
I do. I have a huge forehead.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
Great hairline, though.
It's a little gone here, but that's because I think it's mostly the season.
I actually don't trust a guy that doesn't have a big forehead. Big forehead or a big nose? If you have a cute nose as a guy, I don't want to be friends with you.
Oh, like one of those weird snobby push-up noses?
Not even necessarily that, just like a smaller nose. Like, all my homies got big noses.
All my homies love big noses. My nose is pretty big, but it actually it comes out a little bit here. It was worse when I was younger and frail and skinny and tiny.
You probably looked gross when you were skinny.
No, I look much better than I did now.
When you were really skinny?
Oh no. Yeah.
When you were a growing boy, you were probably disgusting.
No, when I was I guess it depends when. Like
I don't want any pictures.
Yeah, I have pictures. Like,
I feel like you were a disgusting 11-year-old boy.
No, like I have a picture of when I was 12, like right there playing baseball. And I was just like,
My impression.
like I didn't grow until after high school, so you can't really be a gross kid when you're just like
You're probably a gross kid. My
you
impression
have
of
no
you being
future in high
11-year-old
school.
boy is just like walking around like fucking Skeletor, weighing 117 pounds and being 6'8", and just having the head that you do, just like half your weight's in your head.
No, see that was what was it? As soon as I was going into senior year, I hit my growth spurt. I grew like 7 inches. It's, something like something ridiculous, but I barely gained any weight.
The girls start talking to you differently.
Not really. Like it was kind of like I had like a good amount of friends that were girls, but it wasn't like a change and like I'd meet more girl like it was just the girls who went to the high school that I was friends with.
Did you peak in high school? I feel like you did.
No, college.
Really?
Yeah.
You think you peaked already?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I could go back up.
Start doing hard
Um,
drugs.
well, I'll move to Oregon. I think I could go back up. Probably not. It's a different peak. Like I feel like I could hit like that 30-year-old mature look that would look good. And if that's what people are into, then they'll appreciate that more than they would at like a 21 good look, you know? Like
Well,
it's
I don't
different
mean like peak in looks, but just like
meaning.
I guess just like a general peak. Like you got everything going for you. Do you think? Because you know how a lot of people peak in high school in the Midwest. It's like they're on
Oh, like
top of the school.
they
They're the
blow their
college.
arm out in
Yeah,
football.
they're the quarterback, and then coach could have put me in. We would have been state champs.
I feel like I was generally happier in college than high school. And I feel like I was more myself in college and high school.
What about now?
Um, it's been tough just because work's become so important. So it's been just like a few years of working jobs I didn't want to work to get to an actual career and stableness, being stable. So I've had to sacrifice a lot to get there, and I'm still in that process of getting comfortable, getting out on my own, and then building from there again. So it's the 20s. That's what it is. So hopefully I'm all set by like 29, 30, and then I'll be able to really come into my own then. That's kind of what I've been shooting for. Who knows?
That's fair. Just get there in the future.
Yeah,
I had something that I wanted to tell you,
yeah.
but
It's
I
it's
completely
it's
lost
a
it.
long term plan. You like I've understood the fact that it is going to be a long life, and it's better to sacrifice the now for the long term. Like I put a lot of money into my retirement every month, and like I'm going to be retired with a full pension, 60% pension at 55 with a 401k and a 457. So it's just had to plan it out.
I feel like I had something for you, and I completely lost it. I don't know what it was. Probably wasn't
Did you
very
write it down?
important or entertaining though. I should write it down, but I get so focused on talking. Oh, you know what I actually do a lot, which I'm forced to do a lot, is write my ideas down. I heard something recently about the creative mind, that it moves too fast, and that's why those people can't sleep or focus. Like it's the curse of the creative mind. That I always have to write things down because my mind's moving too fast at any given point that I'll just forget it forever. Like, it will
Yeah.
never come back into my mind. So I write every single one of my video ideas down. Like a video, for example, takes me about a week or two to make, but I write every single one of my video ideas down, and that's why I try now always um, to keep my phone next to me. Before I wouldn't do that, but I probably use my note tab. I'm in like the top 3% of people that use their note tab in the world.
Yeah, I was gonna say I started using my notepad in high school when my roommate told me to just use it, and I still have notes in here from 2015, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 28 notes. Like crazy.
You have anything sad?
I think I have one that I'm waiting to post on Instagram. I wrote a story when it was like 2 a.m. one time and I couldn't sleep. So
Or are you
eventually
waiting to post it on Instagram?
I post like once a year and I just haven't gotten around to it.
There's just like some sad story.
it's not like a sad story, but it's like a long memory, like a memory from a long time ago that I had to write down while it was in my mind because I wasn't sure if I would ever think of it again.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of so. It wasn't like a sad story. It was just kind of there's a word for it. When you're like longing for a time that was long ago.
Kind of nostalgia, but kind of not.
Nostalgic, yeah. It was a nostalgic feeling that I wanted to get down into my
It's
own head.
Kyle's autobiographical becoming a sociopath. Okay, well, you're next.
My autobiographical, yeah. Not my autobiography.
You fucking stupid. You know what? You actually can live. You're dumb. Keep you alive.
I'm
Uh,
not worried about you reporting me.
do you feel like people? This is a. I think this was the thought that I brought up in my own mind earlier. I really got to write more stuff down. Excuse me. Do you feel like people know you well?
That's a really good question. Wow. Do people know me well?
It stems from a video that I have coming out on Saturday. That's why I brought it up.
I think people know me well from what I've allowed them to learn from me. So I think the way I act in some groups of friends isn't necessarily who I am. It's more who they've allowed me to be and who I'm comfortable being in front of them, like a combination of both. Um, and what I mean by that is sort of it's not like a disrespectful thing. Like I don't want to be myself in front of these people because I don't trust them. It's more like this part of my personality meshes well with them, so I lean into it. You know, um, I don't think it's sort of like a respect earned is respect given, but for other aspects of a person's character.
Interesting, because like when I think about you, because even amongst our own friends, and it's maybe that I introduced you to the friend group, like the online friends that we have, but um, I wouldn't want to say that I know you much better, but like there's myself, your girlfriend, and then your other best friend, and it's like there's a maybe just based on the conversation. It's not even like I went out of my way to know you. I think that's the thing about becoming best friends with someone. It's not that I went out of my way to know you. It's just I wanted to keep talking to you, and it made me happy to get to know you. It made you happy to
Mm.
get to know me, and then we started sharing more. And then like when we both went through that 6 month period where we were working every day, and I just called you. And I was like, if you kill yourself, you have to aim for me too. I think that really
I
brought
remember
us.
exactly where I was when you said that.
I short little story, and I think I brought it up on the podcast before, but December, it was around October where it started of 2018, I guess. Because I think I met Mariah in 2018. Yeah, it was around October of 2018 to around March of 2019. I would call Kyle every day around lunchtime, and we would just talk about dying
Yeah.
because we were working jobs that we hated. He was getting into his relationship and trying to figure it out, and we were both just so sad. So we found a
Yeah.
lot of solace in each other and became a lot closer friends because of it.
It was it was the first year of the new job and the first year you can't take days off.
Yeah.
So it was just a year of wake up at ungodly hours one day and then be up all night the next day and then work a double and be outside just in the snow all day. Like
Yep.
it was bad.
That was my job, but not as hard, chat, because I was just working like above minimum wage jobs. But sometimes my shift would start at 5 a.m. Sometimes it
Yeah,
would
yours
start.
were you had the less money job.
Yeah. I just, I had the same shit schedule to a degree and just made
Yeah.
less money.
Yeah.
Fuck waking up at 5 a.m. By the way,
I wake up at 6 every day.
that's a whole hour. Fuck 5
Well,
a.m.
you get used to it. You really do.
I don't. I
I
don't
think
like it.
how long did you do it for? It was a year.
Yeah, give or
Did you
take.
make
The earliest I like waking up is 9:30. I think 9:30 is a good wake up time. You have breakfast around 10:30 or 11. You get to go
I'm not
get
I'm
mimosas. You
not
get to hang out
saying
with your side chick.
I'm not saying you ever become a morning person, but I think you get okay with um and actually I don't even know if that's true. So I tend to agree with you. Because the hardest part of my day is just getting there.
Yeah,
That's literally the hardest part of my day.
I think about just like waking up or someone never becomes a morning person. I am such a night person to the extent because when I was a kid, it was like the only time that I ever found quiet. So I resonate. It was always so loud around me and so fucking obnoxious and heavy amounts of drugs. But just nighttime for me, like 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm laying in my bed. Or actually, it depends. If I'm laying on the couch at 1 o'clock in the morning, I got juice with me, everyone's sleeping, or I'm home alone. Like that's my magnum opus right there. Like that's where I want to exist. Because I don't need a lot in life. I'm not a possession person, but just like being able to watch my fucking weeb cartoons. Why are you talking about me in my 20s? I'm older than you. You find yourself allowing yourself to get people to know you, as in, do you allow yourself to share your true personality with people I like? Yeah. I've been hurt enough times by enough people. I'm sure Kyle can attest to that too in a moment, but there's enough people that have crossed me, quotation marks, lack of a better word, in my life. There's enough people that have betrayed me where I'm very, very refined about my friends. So, like, the people that stop and stream, we'll say that on any given week, I stream 5 days out of the week. The people that stop in the stream 4 days out of the week, they probably like me as a person, and they'll start getting to know them. Like people like you, Connor, or Chris, I like you guys both a lot, and I think we'll continue to be better friends. I've only known you guys. I've only known Chris for a few years, but we've talked sporadically, and we've only recently become closer. And I've only known you, Connor, for a few months, but it's like I have such an open and loving personality that I can just snap in. If I want to get to know anyone, I can do it immediately because I'm such like a kind person to be like, oh, well, tell me about yourself. Let's talk about it. Like, oh my god, that thing with your kid, what happened? But I don't let people in on the same. I don't even tell my family anything. I'm a very, very private person. For those that need to know, they'll know. For those that don't know, they'll. Kyle, Cody, as you guys know in the ad, my girlfriend, and then maybe like one or two of our other friends, like they know everything, and no one else gets to know anything. And I want them to know. I trust these people. I've been hurt enough in my life. I don't want anyone else to know. I like these people. Sometimes, most of the time, sort of. You've got the giver mindset to those who fall into your family category. Absolutely. If you're my family, I do anything for you. Absolutely. Those people mean the world to me. Like, I would give every single bit of myself to them. And it's the same thing where people, like, I've known you guys for a shorter amount of time, but the same people that are coming into stream more often, or someone like John that I've known for a few years, where he and I are just getting closer. It's like the closer we get, the farther that he because if someone fucks up, I won't throw them out completely. I'll help them fix that to the best of my ability, and then like bring them back into the family. But if they keep trying to push towards like being a part of the family and being nice to everyone in the family, because my family is so tight. Again, the tightest part of my family is just Kyle, Cody, and my girlfriend. Like those are my ride or dies, my absolute. But then more people started coming over the last few years, people that you don't know as well, stream. And as more people come into that family, it's like you can't be mean to my family. If you're not a part of the family and you're trying to talk shit, you can't be mean to my family. I'll hurt you. In whatever way I can, I'll hurt you. I don't know how, but I'll find a way. I'll never let my family be sad, and if they are, I'll be right there with them. And then to the extent of that, I have my stream family. And as we grow closer, and as you guys watch me, yeah, nobody gets to talk shit. If any, it's exactly it. If anyone's talking shit about Kyle, I'm like, you don't fucking know the guy. Like, do you want to do something about it? But I will rip into Kyle. I will write Kyle an essay tomorrow about how much I hate him, and he knows I'll still love him. But really, I'll hate him. Wow. Yeah, as more people come in his family, as more people get to know me, I think that'll be a big change for people. Kyle was telling me the other day that I'm much nicer on stream, which I thought was pretty funny. Because my normal attitude towards my friends is I'm always an asshole, and the only reason for that being is that it makes me laugh so hard. It makes me laugh so fucking hard. Making you guys fight in the group chat, by the way, I just like it makes me laugh so hard. I will
you just squeal.
Yeah, I will stop in say like Cody, who a lot of you guys know, and then another friend of ours, Jake, are in a chat on Discord. I'll stop in there just to make them start fighting and then leave because it makes me laugh, and then I just leave right after.
It actually will.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And I do it specifically because when you're friends with someone for that long, like that's a real relationship. Because I can make them hate each other for a little bit and then they'll go back to being friends. But I was just like, oh, guys, what happened? You were so mad at each other earlier. And then I just laugh. I might be a sociopath. Who's asking?
I could properly diagnose you.
I could, from one sociopath to another. Great joke. Um, but yeah, that's why I wanted Kyle to talk about his stuff before because I knew I was going to get ranty. Also, I was telling Cody the other day, and this will go to you too, Kyle. It's like, well, I think I told you this as well, but when the career continues to grow, when the stream continues to grow, there'll be a certain point where I want to help all my friends and by proxy all you guys that have helped me. I really hope that you know that by proxy all you guys that have helped me. It means a lot that you guys watch me and share the stream and all that jazz. Don't get too close to me though, because I'm gonna put some stuff in Kyle's contract that might not necessarily be legal. And if I ever hand you anything to sign, don't sign it, because it won't be good. What do you?
I'm kind of I don't know. I just wanted to touch upon the allow yourself to share your true personality. I think that no one, I mean, I guess like your significant other, like at that point you're getting married. I think that's the only person that fully knows your true self
I think when
because of the sheer amount of time. Well, let me just the sheer amount of time that you spend with that person, you get to know the stuff that like you get to learn what your friends don't know, what they don't know. It's kind of like that gray area that you just know from spending literally years with this person. But I don't think besides that they'll know your full true self. But like they'll know your ins and outs for sure.
I think it's different when you're younger. Maybe you don't know enough about yourself yet, but like everyone is an open book up until the time that they're like 18 or so. And then when you start actually building your personality, it's not that you don't want to share with people, because maybe some people are really open. There's just so much to share. There's so much to a human. Like they're so complex.
I
Which is
agree.
it can be hard to share, but I think that you just save it for the right people. Like once you make your friend group, once you stick with people that you really like being around, it's like, okay, I'll begin to share pieces slowly. You don't know how they will react. I think that's dependent on the judge of character. Like if someone in chat was like, yeah, I'll be honest with you, I jerk off to midgets. Like it's what gets me going. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I do too, but like, I'm not gonna shame you for it. It's just if you find the right people. If if you find the right people that are gonna listen to you and not judge you, which I think is very easy, um, you'll get there. Get there pretty easily. I found in my life that you eventually get to a point in your life where you stop caring what other people actually think, and it really comes with age. Connor, you care what everyone thinks. That's a lie. You're a man child.
I think an important thing to accept in your life is that you will never be liked by everyone, no matter what you do.
What do you mean I'm
Um,
not liked by everyone?
yeah.
I just learned this right now at 23 years old.
I think a lot of people like in their late teens, early 20s sometimes don't think about it. But I think it's definitely something you need to actively consider until you accept it. Is that like you can think your ideas are perfect, your actions are perfect, and that only good came out of it, only good could ever come out of it. But everything that's ever been done in history has always had backlash. And it's usually not even like close. It's not like 99% of people will agree with you. Like you will have people hate you for no reason at all, but I don't know, the fucking way your hair looks. Like it will just happen. You can't satisfy everyone. I think a lot of people will hurt their own mental to try and satisfy other people, which is
That's basically exactly what my video is
sad.
going to be about on Saturday. over at youtube.com/noblehamil. See this podcast and much, much more.
And subscribe to the second one, youtube.com/noblehamil highlights.
Actually, just Noble Highlights. Maybe if we were better friends, you'd know.
No, because actually, I put a thumbs up on all the first one videos, but I never see the second one.
Pain, pain, pain.
I'll watch them all one day.
What was I gonna bring up?
The fact that we're gonna watch IQ tonight.
Oh, I actually was gonna bring that up to you, but not on stream.
Yes.
Yes, I'm back in. I'm back in. Yeah, but we have to. Oh God, that's the fucking worst part about having a significant other. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're watching that show that I like. Can I watch it with you? Yeah, if you don't talk the whole time. Like, we're gonna make commentary. We're not gonna pay attention. But it's like, you also can't talk. It's just fair. It's actually coming to the later portion of the show. I know that this is a shorter show, but we kind of rushed it today. I'm still very happy that we got a show in on Friday. That's very, very, very wonderful for me.
It's a wonky week for
it was a wanky week. We'll take chat questions for about 5 to 10 minutes. Anything. Can you do it? I can't. I can't.
We'll be taking chat questions for about 5 to 10 minutes, so hit us up with any questions you may have.
Yeah, feel free to ask. I'll learn how to talk in that time. I started watching the Comedy Store documentary recently, by the way. Wonderful.
You've been on the comedy kick lately.
It's very good. My new video is about how much do I hate Kyle? We'll get to that in a second. My new video it's gonna be a good video. I implore you guys to check out my channel on Saturday. How much do I hate Kyle? I'm trying to think if I like him more than I don't like him. I love Kyle with my whole heart, but I'm trying to think if I like him more than I don't like him.
My favorite anime. I have a top 3.
I don't like Kyle pretty often.
Haikyuu is in my top 3. Death Note is in my top 3.
Really?
And the other one fluctuates.
I haven't seen Fluctuates. Is it good?
It fluctuates between 1 Ounce, which is a baseball anime. Yes, really, Death Note. Did I stutter? Jesus, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And the other one is No Game No Life.
No Game No Life is in your top 3? Fluctuating?
It fluctuates. Like, it'll drop. I mean, like, again, I haven't watched it in a while, but when I watched it, sorry, my chair's sinking. When I watched it, I was incredibly impressed.
Because of the, the cute little gambling.
Yeah, we love gambling.
Love gambling. Nothing gets me going more than gambling.
Maddie, why is Death Note a horrible anime? Please tell me.
He's a little boy. He doesn't have a real opinion. Do you think the current day and age of social media and instant gratification is breeding great numbers of anxiety and depression in teens and early 20-somethings of this day and age? No. I'll let Kyle get to this in a second, but no. I actually think that too many teens are misdiagnosing being sad, being a teenager, having growing pains for depression. I don't think that a lot of these kids that go on social media saying how depressed they are, saying how they just like need someone to talk to, they need someone to talk to because they want attention. But I don't think that, I would say less than half of these kids actually have depression and anxiety. Like, what's your depression? Well, I've been really sad recently. Okay, people get sad. It's like, what else is going on? Well, I didn't want to eat my favorite meal the other day. Maybe you weren't hungry. Like, okay. Like, what depression actually is, and I've done a video on it before too. If you guys want to go check that out at youtube.com/noblehamil.
Twice, huh? Wow.
Yeah, that's too many. It's like, it's nothing. Depression is nothing, and it's everything at the same time. Everything is gray, but there's also no color. Everything is dark, but there's also a little bit of light, but you could never find out where it is. You're hungry, but you don't have the energy to go eat. It would be great to go take a long shower, but if you stay in the long shower for too long, then you won't get anything done that day. Like, that's depression. Being sad and then posting your tits on Twitter is not depression. I think social media, or at least these kids, have misconstrued it. What do you think about it, Kyle? I think a lot of people fake it for attention.
I think
And don't disagree with me. It'll make me look bad.
Mostly agree. So the problem I have is that I do think social media instant gratification has led to an increased number of anxiety and depression. I do not think it is breeding great numbers. I don't think that's the right way to put it. I think there's been an increase, but also there's no way to tell if that increase is due to having better science and a better understanding of what depression and anxiety actually is. And now that we're actually coming to an understanding of mental illnesses and we're becoming more accepting of it, people feel more comfortable to actually talk about it, come out about it, go see someone. I can't tell if that's the case or if it's getting bullied on social media, like WTF, just close your eyes. How is cyberbullying a thing?
Yeah.
But it does happen. But I don't know if there's any way to tell. I'm not familiar with any studies that have been done about it. If there's any way to tell whether it's one or the other, or a combination of both, or just people getting softer over the years.
I think it's a combination of everything you said. If my kids
Yeah.
are getting bullied on social media, I'll beat them with their phone. Be like, this is real bullying. You like this, son?
Are you crying, son? Too real.
Go ahead. Go post your feelings on Twitter now. I'll delete your posts. I'm literally the admin of your account. I think some onus is on the parents as well for letting their kids use that much social media. I've said it a million times. I'll say it until the grave. You guys can quote me on it. Little girls should not have social media, like maybe until they're 15. It's so terrible for their development. It's disgusting, horrid, atrocious. Like they don't need it. It's not good.
It's also really bad with because they used to just be like models, right? Like, oh my god, how do you live up to the standard or whatever? But now it's like all these filters and all these like Instagram
Like that
models
picture I sent in the group chat the other day, and you're like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on here?"
ridiculous. Yeah.
We have time for maybe one more question if you guys want to shoot it off.
Yeah.
Kyle's running. He's literally standing up, running out the door, putting his socks on. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and someone was saying that their kid goes sock shoe, sock shoe.
Go ahead and throw that kid out.
It's a waste of a kid, right?
I would never trust that kid ever.
Favorite Thanksgiving pie? I mean, pumpkin pie just is Thanksgiving, right? But pecan pie goes so fucking hard.
Oh man, that's a good one.
I could eat a whole pecan pie, and just cry. Like, I understand this is giving me diabetes and wrecking my body, but I'm not gonna stop.
Oh, you know what else I like? I'm trying to remember. Code Geass. I don't know.
I haven't
Did you
seen
ever
it.
watch it?
No, I haven't seen it.
I was a fan. I don't know if anyone watched that.
Yeah, pecan pie, fucking. Oof. Oof.
Oh, pecan pie.
Oregon.
That would hurt. They do drugs. They don't care what I say.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that on a different podcast. That's crazy.
We'll see what happens. It is good anime. I agree.
All right. Beautiful. Why are you saying fuck me? What did I say? Oregon. Kyle says it. It was a joke. Don't attack me. Hentai and some good scenes. What anime? What are we talking about here?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, send me this. That's gross, but send it to me. That's like disgusting, but send it to me. DM that to me.
I say oregano like everyone else.
Yeah, Oregon. That's what Kyle says. That was the joke.
Grass.
Connor, why did you get so upset? God. Shout out to everyone in both the Dakotas, all 11 of you. Connor's your fucking spokesperson. Dick.
Yeah. Oregon missing. I don't know where I was going with that one.
Leave. End it now.
I'm trying to. Code Geass. Yeah, have you ever seen it, Maddie? Google it.
Google it. Do it. I think you're free to wander off into the sunset.
That's good. All right. Sorry for the short one today, guys. It was a weird week.
It was hot. Came in with hot action.
But yeah, no, that was fun. That was fun. I think that was pretty much as good as we could get it for 40, 45 minutes, whatever it was. But as always, thank you guys if you're in chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. I love you all. Noble, it's been swell. Next Wednesday we'll be back to our regular schedule.
Yep.
All right. All right. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night. Have a good
Everybody.
weekend.
Talk to you later.
Bye.